to Jerusalem, to the Temple Mount. And of course, we don't know when that would be, but there is also news on the Temple Institute's website of the red heifer. As I understand it, and I'm not able to confirm it at this time, they have 4 red heifers. But they say, according to the Mishnah, the Messiah will come and sacrifice the 10th red heifer. There have been 9 red heifers in history that have been sacrificed. They now have 4 possibles for the upcoming 10th red heifer. So they are ready for the Messiah to come. Now, I don't know if this will be the Antichrist or who it will be, but nevertheless, they say that they have a red heifer ready, but that the Messiah will have to come and build that temple. Now, it's my opinion that the Jews will build the temple during the tribulation period, certainly before the Messiah comes. I don't know how they're going to work around that, but these are interesting days. They are now building the sacrificial altar with stones out of the Jordan River near the north end of the Dead Sea. Also, I've got an interesting article here. In my hand, I have the earthquakes that have occurred worldwide in the last 30 days. On Sunday, July 26th, there were 2 earthquakes that registered 6.2 on the Richter scale. And beginning on Monday, there were only 7 earthquakes. Now, let's see, 6 earthquakes that were over 4.0 on the Richter scale. Do you remember on July the 22nd, that's the day of the solar eclipse, there was a gigantic earthquake, 7.8 on the Richter scale, that occurred just on the western coast of New Zealand. And it actually moved the island westward about a foot closer to Australia. Well, since that time, the earthquakes seem to be slowing down. With only 7 on Monday, there were no earthquakes yesterday, and as far as I know so far today, there are no earthquakes measuring over 4.0 on the Richter scale. This is unprecedented. I mean, they've always got to have at least a dozen earthquakes. If you'll look back over the last 30 days, you'll find out about a dozen earthquakes a day at least that are over 4.0, and suddenly, all over the world, no earthquakes. Look at this seismic monitor right here. You can go to the website and look for this if you want to. Just Google earthquakes and you come up with this. You see all of these yellow rings? That's where earthquakes have occurred sometime in the past 2 weeks. In the past 2 weeks. Pink circles would be yesterday, and deep red ones would be today. There are no pink or red circles on this entire map. No earthquakes in the last 2 days. Over 4.0 on the Richter scale. There may be some rumblings, maybe some little 2 point something or others, but no earthquakes of significance in the last couple of days. Why? I don't know. Maybe with Tisha B'Av on Thursday, maybe the Lord is allowing this so that they can rebuild the temple sacrificial altar. I don't know. I'm just speculating here. But you know, it's always the quiet is just before the big one. Always dark is just before the light of sunrise comes up. I don't know if this means anything, but it is very remarkable that we haven't had any major earthquakes or any over 4.0 in the last couple of days. Guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens today and tomorrow and the next day. The sun has gone quiet. For the last couple of years, there haven't been any sunspots to speak of. And there are scientists who are scratching their heads trying to figure out why. And now no earthquakes, for the last couple of days? Well, we'll see. Maybe the Lord has something moving. We don't know, but just keep your eyes on Jerusalem in the Middle East. We'll see if something major happens in the next few days or weeks. But keep looking up. Jesus is coming soon. I'm J.R. Church. We'll see you again tomorrow with our analysis of the news.